seen this much snow. This is the first in my life.
One thing everyone can agree on.
My son on the way up, he's like, there's a ton of snow. This is the most snow I've ever seen.
This is a lot of snow falling at one time, even for the mountains.
At least I got four-wheel drive.
For drivers, it's causing a lot of problems.
Slippery.
Plow trucks have been out in force.
I guess they're trying to do the job.
But it's tough to get ahead when the snow keeps falling.
Holding on. Holding on.
The DOT put a travel advisory in place for Highway 321 around Blowing Rock until Monday, asking travelers to avoid the area.
And the boys had a snowball fight with us, so Joel and I decided we're not going to let it take them to us. We're going to take it to them.
But not even a travel advisory is enough to keep true snow lovers away from this winter wonderland.
Yeah, we're meeting at a ski slope today, so yeah, I know, all that fresh powder.
With our mobile newsroom in Boone, Alex Reed, News Channel 36.
Nice to see some people enjoying the snow. Of course, this is a big storm affecting a lot of people really throughout the whole region. In Greensboro, about 7 inches of snow piled up there. The snow fell overnight and into the morning. I-40 snow-packed, and so much snow fell at times there in the Greensboro area that it was tough for road crews to keep up. In the Raleigh area, about 5 inches of snow fell. Just like here, crews have been out working round the clock, working to plow those major roads, highways, and the interstates too. Because of the weather, Governor Bev Perdue declared a state of emergency, and that should make it easier to get help to those who need it.
Our North Carolina National Guard soldiers have been called all over the state to active duty to assist in winter storm operations.
Governor Bev Perdue right there. Statewide, 38 soldiers are helping out so far, and more could be called in to help as needed. The worst of the power outages, they're well off to the west right now. Duke Energy says about 35 to 40,000 people are without power. Most of those outages are in the Nantahala region, way out in the far western part of the state. Duke Energy says it could be Tuesday, though, before all those power outages are finally restored. Of course, we talked a lot about the downside to this winter blast, but we all know there's an upside, too. Alex was showing us a bit of that a bit earlier. We found a lot of folks, though, taking advantage of this weather. Kids were out having some fun in the snow. We saw some dogs enjoying it too. And yes, there it is. Found some people throwing some snowballs out there. Brad, always good to see some people having some fun.
I don't know if I'd want to throw those snowballs. Those are more like sleet balls, big balls of ice out there. And that's really going to be the concern tonight. Now at 6 o'clock, the winter storm warning was allowed to expire. But now the entire area is under a winter weather advisory. That's because of the road conditions and the ice that is on them. So the winter weather advisory is going to be in effect through probably mid-morning tomorrow. This is why we'll probably see some more problems in the morning. On top of that, we still got some snow flurries. Thought we'd see at the tail end of this some snow flurries, and sure enough, a band of pretty good little snow flurries. This is all snow again. This is not sleet or freezing rain. Some big flakes falling up on the southern end of Lake Norman, heading towards Cornelius, Davidson, eventually over towards Concord and Charlotte Motor Speedway. Maybe a few flakes towards Uptown, but then back into the mountains. There's this little bands. We call these things deformation zones on the backside of these lows. This is going to swing through the mountains, so this may add another inch or two up in the North Carolina mountains towards Hickory. A few stray snowflakes, but getting a lot of reports out of Cherryville, Dallas, Gastonia, Kings Mountain of some big old flakes coming in with that little system. The good news is this system's moving out. The bad news, much colder air coming in on the backside. So as cold as it's been today with temperatures in the 20s, we're going to see teens come in tonight. We'll probably plummet down into the mid-teens by tomorrow morning as the low exits and this big area of Arctic high pressure camps out over us. But now that we have anywhere from 1 to 2 to as much as 10 inches of snow and ice on the ground, the overnight lows and the afternoon highs are going to be really, really cold, because when you get that snow cover on the ground, it doesn't allow for the sun to warm the ground up, which then in turn heats the air up, and at night we radiate the heat very rapidly. So it'll be very cold here the next couple of nights. And we're already keeping our eyes on the next system. If you were watching earlier today, we've got 2 more chances this week, believe it or not, for some winter weather here in the Carolinas. Temperatures right now, 19 in Greensboro, 24 here in Charlotte. Closer look at our temperatures, 22 already in Statesville, 24 in Shelby. This gives you an idea of how the roads are out there. When you're in the low to mid-20s, you're freezing things up. So futurecasts, a few stray snow flurries moving out. The mountains, you'll see snow lasting through tomorrow morning, but then tapering off tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies by late in the afternoon, but it'll be chilly. Temperatures will struggle to get above the freezing mark tomorrow afternoon. There's that moisture that's going to try to creep up by late Monday into Tuesday. Tonight, cold in the mountains with temperatures in the single digits and teens. Tomorrow, only in the 20s. Winterfest going on up in Blowing Rock. It will be cold up there. Mid-teens here in the Piedmont tomorrow afternoon. Right around freezing with partly sunny skies. Off to the east, cold with a few flurries tonight. Temperatures in the teens, but tomorrow, look at those high temperatures in the middle 30s. We're not quite done with the winter weather yet. We're really kind of just warming things up around here. By Tuesday, I'm not too worried about that. Maybe a few snow flurries, but boy, it's like clockwork. Next Friday into Saturday,
always
another
on the weekend.
Potential. This whole winter, it's been every weekend, and it looks like we could have. It's 7 days out. A lot can happen, but the pattern again is very favorable for these types of storms.
And even though we're through the storms.